Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about loan types, and there are so many financing options out there. I know it can feel overwhelming for newer investors, from conventional and FHA to DSCR, hard money, private money, and portfolio loans. Can anybody walk us through the main loan types investors should know and how to think about choosing the right one for a specific deal?
I nominate Luke.
Ooh, good question. Yeah,
With
so when it
with a
comes,
quick caveat that we talked about assumable mortgages yesterday, and if you want to go into that, then go back.
yeah, we're not talking sub two or assumable mortgages today. We're talking you're going to get your own loan,
Mm-hmm.
buddy.
All right, I like it already.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that, in order to get a loan on an investment property, you have to, have a high income, right? Because you're thinking they're going to look at your DTI, your debt to income ratio. Let's just like they do when you are getting like a primary home. But really, there are so many other options out there that it doesn't matter if you don't have a job, really, because they're not going to ask you for your income statements or your tax returns or anything like that. The one that probably most people know is a DSCR, right? So a debt service coverage ratio loan. Um, the gist of it is that the property itself is the asset is what's going to pay off that mortgage, right? Or in turn, whoever is living there, the tenants that you're renting to, they're going to pay the mortgage for you. So let's say that your PITI or your property interest or principal interest, taxes, and insurance payment is $1,000 a month for ease of math here, and you can rent that property out for $1,400 a month, then your debt service is covered, because you're bringing in more than what you have to pay on it.
And you can get a mortgage on something like that.
And you can get a mortgage on that. That's right. And they do often have some experience stipulations, like you have to have already owned a couple properties, and that's where you kind of revert back to the old uh, DTI, more traditional type loan. You might have to get one of those first, potentially, or
Is
partner
it
with somebody that
always?
has experience.
Is it always like that? Or could some homeless guy like find a really cool property and go in there and get a DSCR?
You
And
have
I'm
to have
not, I'm not,
assets.
okay, yeah.
You
You have
have
I'm
to
to
have
have
actually
some
asking for
assets.
assets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
myself. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll
it's,
add a couple things. So
Yeah.
FHA, you could not acquire an investment property with FHA. It's primary residence only. Conventional, you'd have to put down minimum 25%. As a first-time investor, and as a first-time investor, you have to put down 25% minimum
And then
on
one
DSCR.
one note, you can buy a fourplex, I think, with an FHA.
You have to live in one of the units. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
House
when
hacking.
LD and I first discovered DSCRs, we were at the smallest mastermind that we've ever been to. Is only him and I in Puerto Rico. And we realized what DSCRs were, and our minds were blown. We thought we could
Yeah.
buy like entire states after that.
Yeah.
We're-
Because they're looking at your credit. You still have to be guarantor, even though you're likely closing in an LLC. So your credit's being analyzed, and then also your assets, your ability to repay. I think you need at least 6 months PITI in um, assets in your LLC account, right, Luke? I think they need to be
Yeah,
seasoned
usually.
60 days.
Yeah.
And then there are some DSCRs that are soft pull. Like they'll look at it, but it won't officially ding your credit. But the trade-off is the interest rates can be a little higher.
Usually a little bit higher. Yeah.
I'd rather
Um,
take the ding on my credit. All right.
sorry. I was thinking, sorry, I had something in mind and then Dustin said that and it went completely away. So thanks for that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing if you're a first-time investor is just before you even start looking at properties, go talk to your loan officer, have them view your credit, talk about your assets, what account they need to be in, how long they need to be seasoned, and then start talking about the deal.
Oh, the credit part. That's what I was thinking. So they're not going to like look at your income specifically, but when they pull your credit, some people ask like, well, why do they pull my credit then? Like, why do I have to guarantee it? It's essentially just to say that, you know, even though that property bring, if LD owns the property, like is he capable and have the mental capacity to take that money and pay the loan off
Yeah,
first,
has
and
LD
then
ever
keep
made a
and
payment
then
on
keep
time
the
in his life?
1400, then keep the
Don't bring me
$400.
into this.
Yeah, like if he has a 450
Yeah.
credit score and he's never paid a bill on time, they're probably not going to give you a loan.
They're like, Kaipo has an amazing credit score, but we looked him up on Facebook and he's got all these tattoos. Like, does his credit say that he can, that he can pay this off?
Well, also
Bro,
your credit score it dictates the rate that's being offered. So at
Yeah,
660,
absolutely.
you're earning a certain rate. At 700, your rate's likely lower. At 760, it's the best rate out there.
so Dave Ramsey taught me to get
Oh,
like a
here we go
zero
with
credit
Dave
score.
Yes,
Ramsey.
Dave.
Here we go with Dave.
Stop making fun of me. My wife does that enough at home. But I
Mm.
got a zero credit score. He told me to do that, and I did it. And if you do have a zero credit score, I don't recommend it, like in hindsight, but you can do manual underwriting, which is, well, that's a different story. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everyone hopping on. Was there anything else? I'll take that as a no. I will see
No.
you tomorrow. And I just want to say one thing, like, like you must be this tall to ride the ride. If you look at Luke, he looks like a small person because of that freaking big chair. He's literally 10 feet tall. I'll see you
Yeah.
guys tomorrow.